Guys, so today I'm going to do a video that I've been wanting to do since I pretty much started the channel. The reason I've been kind of putting it off is I realized that, I'm not YouTube famous. I don't have a million followers or subscribers, anything like that. So why would anyone really care or want to hear my story? But I have some pretty positive things to say, so I'm going to go ahead with it anyway. So the first thing you should notice is this beautiful scar I have right here. I recently had to have my thyroid out because about a month or two ago I found out that I have thyroid cancer. They say that that's like the good cancer to get. I wouldn't say there really is a good cancer to get, but if you're going to get cancer, it's the least aggressive. They're able to take it right out. Luckily, it wasn't in any of my lymph nodes, anything like that. So it was just basic surgery one day. They took it out. It's a little sore every now and then, but actually it's not that bad. The big thing I want to talk about is the reason that they found that was I was actually in a car accident on January 4th, right at the beginning of the year. Woohoo! And it was pretty bad. I was in the hospital for a few weeks, and then I was in rehab for the rest of the month. So in and out of both places, really, because I had to go back to the hospital because I needed a blood transfusion. So it was pretty bad. It wasn't just like a fender bender. I had a Jeep Wrangler at the time that I had just started driving, big tires, all that. And it just happened to be bad in that one area on the highway, and that's all it took. So my Jeep rolled over quite a few times. I was ejected from the vehicle. People pulled over, helped me out, so thank God for them. But it was a tough time. I was brought to the hospital, pretty banged up. Both of my eyes were bruised. You probably can't see it because I have makeup on, but there's a scar right here from where my glasses were. My neck had different fractures, so I had a neck brace probably up until March. I broke my wrist, and you can see that lovely scar for sure. And I also have a giant hematoma on my leg. I'm not even going to bother showing you that right now. But that definitely just really affected my life. I had been, exercising, working out. I was all ready for the new year, doing PIO. I was going to start exercising every day. Like, that was my goal this year, to exercise 365 days of the year. And when you are bedridden for a month, that doesn't exactly happen. For that whole month, I couldn't even walk. I couldn't go to the bathroom by myself. I had to have someone, a nurse come in, bring me in a wheelchair, bring me to the bathroom, make sure I got okay, make sure I got back to my bed okay, and then they would help transport me to the bed. It was a big feat for me to walk down the hallway to the room that I was in at the rehab hospital. It was a big feat when I was able to walk from there to my room. And this is like maybe a school-size hallway. So it's not really that far. I'm not good with distances, so I can't really tell you how many feet it was or what was going on, but yeah, I can't even describe, but what was going on, and the reason that I found out that I had cancer was because actually I had a CAT scan on my neck, and someone said, hey, there's a nodule on your thyroid, you might want to get that checked out. And my doctor said, oh, it's probably nothing. The specialist said, oh, it's probably nothing, until you get that call and they say, oh yeah, well, it's actually something. So I guess what the point of all this is that even though that car accident was crazy and probably one of the worst things that I've ever experienced, or maybe not the worst, but the hardest for sure, I think it was definitely a good thing at the same time, because one, I found out that I had cancer, whereas if I didn't get in that car accident and they wouldn't have done that CAT scan, I might not even know. I could still have the cancer in my body, whereas now it's already out. Now I'm just going to have a little scar, and I already have some, so whatever. And it really showed me how strong I am as a person. And, like, people can be cliche and say that, like, you have to go through the hard stuff to realize how strong you are, to appreciate the good. And as cliche as it is, it's also wicked true. Like, I have never been so close to my family. Yeah, I couldn't work from January to July, but I got to spend time with my family. And even though a lot of that was bringing me to doctor's appointments, it really makes you feel loved and cared about when you know that those people will be there for you to do those things that you can't do. I couldn't drive until June. Thankfully, it wasn't as scary as I thought it might be, because then I wouldn't maybe even still be driving. But I had that time with my family. I had that time to see myself improve. Like, yeah, there's, going through, like, a weight loss journey and being like, oh, I used to weigh 300 pounds and now I weigh 150. Woo, I lost 150 pounds. But when you go from the bare bones, like, I can't walk, I can't do anything for myself, I can't even stir a thing of brownies because, I was not walking, so I couldn't stand. I didn't have this hand. It was in a cast. It was broken. And it's my dominant hand. And it was the most helpless and regressed I've ever felt. And just to see those slow changes, to see, okay, well, now I can go for mile walks. Yeah, I'll be super tired, but I can actually walk, and I can make dinner again, and I don't need somebody here to get me stuff or do anything for me. And even going through this surgery, it's like, wow, I really can do a lot, more than I ever thought that I could. And it's scary and hard sometimes not to be doing everything that I used to do, but I know that if I work hard, I can get back there. And my message for you is just, if you are going through a hard time, no matter what it is, whether it's small, because not everyone's out there getting in car accidents, not being able to walk, but whatever your battle is your battle, and it's going to feel like a mountain to you. But whatever it is, I just want you to know today that you can get through it. You can overcome that. You just have to work hard, be persistent, believe in yourself no matter what you're trying to do. You don't need anyone else to be your strength. You have that within you. No matter what you're doing, no matter what your goal is, just keep believing, keep trying, and if that's not working out, there's plenty of other things that you can do, and you will find what your thing is. And every 2 steps back, even though that sometimes, we take 1 step forward and then we get 2 steps back, those 2 steps back are the time for you to look at, well, what went wrong? It doesn't have to be a failure. It can just be a bump in the road. It doesn't have to end your life. It doesn't have to destroy you. Just keep moving forward and figure out what you can do better. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone get in your way. And just only surround yourself with positivity always. There are going to be so many negative people out there, and you just don't need that. You don't need that baggage. You don't need that weight on your shoulders. Just do everything that you can to make your life the best possible life that you can have, because you only get one, and it could end any day. Seriously, like 2016 has definitely shown me that I could have definitely died in that car accident. It is a blessing that I am here talking to you today, that I get to still be with my family, that I get to still do any of this. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't take much. You could be gone in a second. So don't waste any of your life with that negativity or not following your dreams, because you deserve it. And at least if something, God forbid, should happen, you know that you did everything every day to reach your goals, and you can live with no regrets. And that's pretty much what I have to say today. I'll update periodically, but everything's been going pretty well with all of this. So the next step is hopefully to get rid of this giant hematoma on my leg, and we'll see what happens from there. But thanks for watching, and thanks for listening to my story, even though, like I said, I'm not YouTube famous, but I hope that you got something out of it, and if it reaches even one person, then I'll be happy with it. All right, have a great day.